Good morning, children. Welcome to the Political Life class. In today's class, we are going to start the chapter 2 Role of Government and Health. In a democracy, people expect the government to work for their welfare. This could be through the provision of education, health, employment, housing, or the development of roads, electricity, etc. In this chapter, we shall examine the meanings and problems related to health. Look at the subheadings of this chapter. In what ways do you think this topic is related to the work of government? Yes, government means the group of people who are controlling us. They are working for us and they are working for our welfare. They are selected by us to provide the better education, employment, good roads, and electricity, health, and so many things, right? These are the duties of government. In these all things, health is very important. In this chapter, you are going to learn about the meaning of health and problems related to health. Okay, let us discuss about the health related to our government. What is health? We can think of health in many ways. Health means our ability to remain free of illness and injuries. But health isn't only about disease. You may have associated only some of the situations in the above college with health. Then we often ignore is the fact that each of the above situations is related to health. Apart from disease, we need to think of other factors that affect our health. For example, if people get clean drinking water or a pollution free environment, they are likely to be healthy. On the other hand, if people do not get adequate food to eat or have to live in cramped conditions, they will be prone to illness. What is the meaning of health? We all think that health means being without illness or diseases or any injuries, but that is not the things which are affect our health. There is so many things also affect our things apart from diseases or illness. If someone living in clean or pollution free environment, they will be healthy. If they are living in a dirty or noisy environment, they may be affected by some diseases. These are so many. So there are so many reasons which affect our health. In all these pictures, we can see some health related problems. In all these pictures, we can see some health related problems. And then all of us would be all of us would like to be active and in good spirits in whatever we may be doing. It isn't healthy to be dull, inactive, anxious, and scared for long stretches of time. We all need to be without mental strain. All of these various aspects of our lives are a part of health. Yes, if we are in the situations like scared, inactive, fear, angry, anxious, we won't be healthy. That will affect our mental health. If your parents scold you, you will cry, right? If you see a weird things like snake or some insects, you will get scared. These are affect your mental health. So whatever the situations, don't be scared or feared. Don't get angry and don't worry about anything. Always be happy. If you do so, you will get good mental health. Healthcare in India. Let us examine some of the aspects of healthcare in India. Compare and contrast the situation expressed in the first and second columns. Yes, here is some situations are given. Let us discuss about that. Okay. India has the largest number of medical colleges in the world and is among the largest producers of doctors. Approximately more than 30,000 new doctors qualify as every year. Most doctors settle in urban areas. People in rural areas have to travel long distances to reach a doctor. The number of doctors with respect to the population much less than rural areas. Yes, when we search in internet, we can find so many medical colleges present in India. Every year, 15,000 new doctors qualifies for that. But the high number of doctors present in town. In villages, the people need to travel long distance to meet the doctors. This is not good for health of people who are living in the villages, right? And in second point, healthcare facilities have grown substantially over the years. In 1950, there were only 2,717 government hospitals in India. In 1991, there were 11,174 hospitals. In 2017, the number grew to 23,583. And other side, about 5 lakh people die for tuberculosis every year. This number is almost unchanged since independence. Almost 2 million cases of malaria are reported every year, and this number isn't decreasing. Yes. So many hospitals are built in our country year by year, but the number of people die by affected so many diseases won't decrease. The doctors and hospitals can't be able to control the diseases. And in the next point, India gets a large number of medical tourists from many countries. They come for treatment in some of the hospitals in India that compare with the best in the world. On the other side, we are not able to provide clean drinking water to all. 21% of all communicable diseases are waterborne. For example, diarrhea, worms, hepatitis, etc. So many foreign doctors are regularly visit the hospitals in India, which are the best in our country. So the high class people only get the proper treatment. In some areas, the people won't get clean drinking water. They drink the drainage water, right? So they are affected by the diseases like diarrhea, worms, hepatitis. These are the waterborne diseases, and these are also communicable diseases. The people in rural areas mostly affected by these diseases. And the next point, India is the third largest producer of medicines in the world, and is also a large exporter of medicines. On the other side, half of all children in India do not get adequate food to eat and are undernourished. Yes, in our country, the medicines are produced in large amount, but these medicines are not fully used for our country people. They are exported to other country. In our country, many children won't get adequate food, so they can be affected by diseases. They are don't get the correct nutritions in their foods. As in the left side, we read the facilities that we have in our country, and in the right side, we read the problems that are present in our country related to health. And in order to prevent and treat illnesses, we need appropriate health care facilities such as health centers, hospitals, laboratories for testing, ambulance services, blood banks, etc., that can provide the required care and services that patients need. In order to run such facilities, we need health workers, nurses, qualified doctors, and other health professionals who can advise, diagnose, and treat illnesses. We also need the medicines and equipment that are necessary for treating patients. These facilities are required to take care of us. If you want to be healthy, we need to visit the healthcare workers, doctors, nurses, advisors, psychologists, etc. And we have the health facilities like hospitals, healthcare centers, laboratories, blood banks. These are the facilities which are help us to cure our diseases. In India, we have the above shared healthcare facilities, doctors, nurses, hospitals, clinic. Our government ran a system of hospitals and healthcare centers. This is called as public healthcare system. India has a large number of doctors, clinics, and hospitals. The country also has considerable experience and knowledge in running a public healthcare system. This is a system of hospitals and health centers run by the government. It has the ability to look after the health of a large section of its population scattered over hundreds of thousands in villages. We will go into more detail on this later. Moreover, there has been a phenomenal advancement in medical sciences whereby many new technologies and treatment producers are available in the country. Yes, many technologies also available in India to treat the people. Our government has the ability to treat the people spread throughout our country. It has the advancement in medical science to cure the newly born diseases. Currently, the medicines for corona disease also in process. Soon, our scientists will provide the medicine to cure the disease. These are the advancements in our country. But in the right side, that is point out the poor situations. We are having the facilities, but that are provided to the people in that are not provided to the people in villages. We have the advancement in medical science, but the health care is not available to the people. These are the disadvantages of our government to give proper health. Let us read the story of Hakim Sheikh. Hakim Sheikh was a member of the Postim Bangashakat Mazdoor Samiti, an organization of agricultural laborers in West Bengal. One evening in 1992, he accidentally fell off a running train and suffered head injuries. He was in a very serious condition and needed immediate treatment. He was taken to a government hospital in Kolkata, but they refused to admit him because they did not have a spare bed. Another hospital did not have the facility or the specialized doctors necessary for his treatment. In this way, he spent 14 hours in a critical state and was taken to 8 different government hospitals, but none of them admitted him. Finally, he was admitted in a private hospital where he received treatment. He spent a lot of money on his treatment. Angry and upset over the indifferent attitude of all hospitals that refused to admit him, Hakim Sheikh and PBKMS filed a case in the court. The man, Hakim Sheikh, was accidentally fall off the train. He got injured First, he went to the government hospitals. They are refused to admit him. The government hospitals not have the proper facilities to admit him. So he was admitted in a private hospital. In private hospital, he spent lot of money and received the treatment. Then he filed a complaint against the hospital, those which are not ready to admit him. He filed a complaint against the hospitals, those which are not ready to admit him. From this story, we know that in our country, the government hospitals are not provide the proper treatment. The hospitals not having proper facilities to treat the people. The poor people mainly visit the government hospitals, right? If these hospitals not provide good treatment, how these people will get good health? Only the people who have money only get the proper treatment. These are the defects in our government. Yes, today we have discussed about what is health and health care in India. I hope you all are understand this. Thank you, children.